Go to any major city in the world today and you'll find a range of different cars, but not all of them are created equal. The car behind me is a prime example of that statement. In your best British accent, say hello to this, the Bentley Continental GT V8S. Now once you get into the car, the first thing you'll notice is that smell. There is an insanely luxurious smell of high quality leather, and this particular model has a two-tone leather effect. You've got this chocolate brown leather with this creamy white effect going on, and there's leather throughout. There's leather on the dashboard, there's leather on the seats. Incidentally, the seats look like an Englishman's country jacket, very sporty, very stylish. You've also got leather on the side over here, as well as leather on the gear shift panel on the front near the steering wheel as well. So there's a luxurious sense of smell, luxurious sense of leathery smell. Alongside that, the interior is actually very minimal. I would say very quintessentially British. And what I mean by that is it's very simple, minimal, and sophisticated. Also very practical. So you won't see unnecessary buttons. Whatever you see is really what you're going to need. Take for example the front panel on the side over here. You've only got really two kind of openings. One is an old school 1920s kind of a knob that you would push down, push up to access and open, and also the air vents, which look like very old school but very stylish, up-to-date, modern air vents. You've got wood veneer in the middle that just goes through the centerpiece over here. All the clutter and the buttons you'll find in the middle with the sat nav, but that's kind of understandable. In terms of seating, the seats are really luxurious. Once you get in, you don't want to get out of the car. The only criticism I have of the interior would be the back seats. The back seats are a little tight. I think you'd struggle to get a car seat in there, but hey, it's a coupe. You know, really the only two seats that matter are the front driving seats and the passenger seats. Now, if you're a watch fan, and particularly a Breitling watch fan like me, then you'll appreciate the centerpiece old school analog clock which sits in the middle with that lovely flush Breitling logo as well. This model is powered by Bentley's high-efficiency 4-litre twin-turbo V8 engine, which develops 521 brake horsepower with 502 pounds-feet per torque. Now, Bentley claims it will reach a maximum of 309 kilometers. We weren't able to test this out because of the speed restrictions, but it's not hard to believe. As well as this, if you want to go from 0 to 100 kilometers, it's going to take you around 4.5 seconds in this car. Pretty impressive. So let's talk about the drive experience. Now, this Bentley is unlike any other car that I have driven. It's super smooth, it's super reliable on the road, and it's got this sense of, it just glides on the road. And that's down to two particular reasons. The first is the 8-speed automatic transmission. You know, there's no jittery sort of gluggy feeling in between the various gears. It's super smooth. That's the first reason. The second reason is down to the Continental family as a whole. All the Continental cars are built on an all-wheel drive system, and they employ this advanced torsion differential with a 40-60 rear base power split. Now, what all that technical jargon essentially means is that you're going to get safe, reliable handling on a range of different road conditions. And to give you an example, I took this out to some parts of Abu Dhabi where there's a lot of roadworks happening. Roads are uneven, you know, they're not in the best of conditions, but this car held up to it perfectly. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this car is powered by a powerful and efficient V8 twin-turbo 4-litre engine, which means that you're going to get power delivered to you when you need it. In the manual, it's perfectly fine. It's a nice drive experience. When you get into the D mode, the drive mode, normal mode if you like, it's perfectly fine as well. It's like an English gentleman, you know. You want to be very sort of gentle on the throttle. You don't want to offend it, push it too hard. It's just safe and normal when you're driving it. But the real joy happens when you put it in the S mode. Now, the S mode uses a sharpened throttle exposure, which holds the gears for longer, and it gives you faster shifts in between. So let's give you an example, a little taster of what that feels like. Woohoo! Beautiful. It's just got this immediate power, a power burst when you need it. You know you're going to places in this Bentley. So, to summarize, this car is a real joy in every sense of the word. It's got the good looks, it's got the power, it's got the prestige, the luxury, and it's also got the price tag as well. If you could describe cars as personalities, then for me, I would describe this as Bruce Wayne without the Batman costume. Reason? Well, it's got the prestige, he's got the the honor, the gentlemanness about him, but he's also got that brute force and power deep down inside. And you know that even when he doesn't have that Batman suit on, he's not a force to be messed with.